Carbohydrates may not be considered to be an essential nutrient, but they sure as hell are helpful. Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. I thought I would chat with you guys and gals a little bit about this today. And when we say the word essential, because people always love to bring this up, right? You have the entire keto crowd, they love to say, well, carbohydrates aren't essential nutrients. Yeah, well, neither is saturated fat, but you guys still seem to consume metric tons of it. I mean, again, the sheer audacity and hypocrisy to literally point out that our body's primary and preferred fuel source, that because we can make it to some extent out of other stuff in emergency situations, isn't essential, which is true, because they don't understand what the word essential means. To make that statement as if it is something profound, and then to go on and to force feed gluttonous amounts of another completely non-essential nutrient is asinine beyond belief. Okay? Because saturated fat's not essential. Just an FYI. Our body can make saturated fat quite easily. In fact, our body loves to store it, by the way. It is stored more efficiently than any other type of calorie in the body, including other types of fats. This is not even subject to debate anymore. Okay? It causes all sorts of other issues. So we have that. And yet people want to talk about that, but here's the reality. The leading experts in the world are trying to make one type of carbohydrate essential. Okay? For the exact reasons, and that would be fiber. All right, why? What does essential mean? All right, essential nutrients are nutrients that our body doesn't have the ability to make from something else, but that is necessary to some extent for survival. Okay, let me state that again. When the term essential nutrient is used, whether it's a macronutrient or a micronutrient, that means our body, for us as a species, okay, because that's what it's specific to, for us as a species, require at least small amounts of it to survive, but we do not have the ability to make it out of other things. Okay? And when we start talking non-vitamins, non-minerals, right, those micronutrients, when we talk macronutrients, there's only a handful of essential calories, right? There's 2 essential fatty acids. People say, oh yeah, omega-3 and omega-6. No. Most omega-3 and omega-6s are not even essential. Ooh, that's where we get into a big one, right? What are the essential ones? Alpha linoleic acid and linoleic acid, specifically. All the other omega-3s and omega-6s are not essential because we can make them out of those 2. We can't make those 2. Therefore, they are essential. Out of the 20 amino acids, we have 8 essential amino acids. Okay? See where we're going with it? That's what it means. All right. But we require carbohydrates to survive. Like, we will be dead within seconds. We'll be unconscious within seconds and dead within minutes without it. We will die. Let us be clear. If there are no carbohydrates in your body, again, meaning they're not essential, we can make them out of other stuff. You will be unconscious within seconds and you will be dead within minutes. Okay, are we clear on that? They're kind of important. Right? Considering that statement, kind of important. Also, our body's preferred fuel source being glucose. Glucose being, the simplest carbohydrate. Right? Most of our metabolism is geared around it. We have to have it. We require it so much so that we have the ability to make it out of other things in limited amounts to keep us alive. Now, because of that, then a lot of people say, oh, we don't have to eat it. Well, other than your health isn't good without it, right? Our health isn't good without it. It's not optimal. Our performance isn't optimal. I mean, this has been studied. We know this. We know that athletes in the absence of dietary carbohydrates tend to perform suboptimally. We know that our blood work and health markers in the absence of carbohydrates tend to be suboptimal. Not saying low carbohydrate diets can't work, but as a demographic, compared to other healthier diets, do they have the best blood work even? The ultra low carbers? Usually not. A couple of their health markers tend to be really good. Some of them tend to be pretty bad. Right? We know based upon the newest studies that people that exercise, ketogenic diets with nearly zero carbohydrates produce the worst fat loss compared to other dietary interventions. For people who are physically active and exercise, that's what meta-analysis shows. Okay? And if those diets are high in saturated fat, another non-essential nutrient, fasting glucose goes up, fasting insulin goes up, LDL cholesterol goes up, which we know at this point is causation for atherosclerosis. Okay? But we require carbohydrates to survive. And in terms of dietary, we don't have to have dietary carbohydrates strictly to live, but we do need them for optimal health. And we sure as heck need them for optimal performance and body composition as displayed in athletes over and over and over and over. Okay? So it's really an extraordinary claim to make. Then we come over to the whole fiber thing. See, fiber is kind of required, isn't it? Definitely required for health. And we can't make fiber. Fiber is, well, the multiple types of fibers, because there's more than one type. They're technically dietary carbohydrates, aren't they? Okay? And we require them for proper gut health, for proper gut flora, for proper bowel movements, even cleaning out and scraping those linings clean in there, right? So because of all of that, and because we know higher fiber diets are linked to much better health outcomes, study after study after study around the world, there are experts who do want to make fiber an essential nutrient. They want it to be officially declared that way, and I'm talking a lot of PhDs want that. They've wanted it for a long time. It's not officially been done. But when it is officially done, then this whole line goes away. Well, there's no essential carbohydrates. Okay. The ironic part, the same people who utter that line are terrified of essential fatty acids. Have you noticed that? They're terrified of polyunsaturated fats. Polyunsaturated fats are the only ones that are essential. Out of those two I listed, they're both poly. Not monounsaturated, they're not saturated. So again, the stupidity and the hypocrisy is absolutely mind-blowing. Again, people will take a single line out of context and apply it stupidly and then act like they have said something profound. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys and gals next time.